We're going to be breaking records. If we had a Fed that would lower interest rates, we'd be like a rocket ship. But we're paying a lot of interest, and it's unnecessary. But we don't have a Fed that knows what they're doing, so it's one of those little things. But if we had a Fed that would lower rates, you would have a rocket ship. When President Obama was here, he paid close to zero interest rates. I'm paying real interest. And yet our economy is much better than it's ever been. From election day, we're over 50% increase. And we've made trillions and trillions of dollars with a team, trillions. So we're doing very well. But last night was spectacular. Yes. Yeah. I would love rural broadband. We're working on it. And I would love to have the Democrats come back and talk about infrastructure, talk about drug pricing. We're going to be announcing something very shortly, a favored nations clause. As you know, for years and years, other nations paid less for drugs than we do, sometimes by 60, 70%. We're going to be, and we're working on it right now, we're working on a favored nations clause where we pay whatever the lowest nation's price is. Why should other nations, like Canada, but why should other nations pay much less than us? They've taken advantage of this system for a long time, pharma. So we're working on right now a favored nations clause so that whatever the lowest nation is anywhere in the world, or company, but the lowest nation or company, then what happens is we will pay that amount, and that's being worked on right now. We're going to do it in the form of an executive order.
You said you did a 2-week break.
Well, I don't call them raids. I say they came in illegally, and we're bringing them out legally. These are people where we have the papers. We've gone through the court system. They'll be starting fairly soon, but I don't call them raids. We're removing people that have come in, all of these people over the years that have come in illegally. We are removing them and bringing them back to their country. Well, I don't think of it in terms of that. We're just celebrating our country, but there's nobody stronger. There's nobody that has a military anywhere close to ours. As you know, we spent $700 billion. When I took over the military, it was absolutely depleted. We had old planes, we had old jets, we had just stuff that was tired. Now we have the finest jets in the world, the F-35, the F-18s, the new ones. We have military equipment, the likes of which we've never had, building submarines, building aircraft carriers, all made in the USA. So it's a double. It's all made now. I'm all about jobs. We had great job numbers today, but when it comes to the military, it's not about jobs. We have to have the greatest in the world. There's nobody that comes close, and our military now is just about the top, just about the best it's ever been. A lot of people thought his answer was fine. I didn't see the answer yet. They thought it was fine. It can be expanded very simply. There are many reasons that you do it, but we were surprised by that decision. Citizenship has been on that thing most of the time for many, many years. So it's very shocking that after spending $15 billion, it's not on.
Biden says we're trying to pull out of NATO.
No, tell Biden that NATO has taken total advantage of him and President Obama. They took it. We were paying for almost all of NATO. We're protecting countries. Those countries have to protect themselves with us. They have to make a contribution. In my first year, I raised over $100 billion from those countries. Biden didn't know what the hell he was doing, and neither did President Obama. NATO was taking advantage of. Now they're paying. They still owe us a lot of money. Biden doesn't know about that. He just thinks stupidly we do. NATO is fine, but they have to pay their way. The United States is not going to get killed on trade with Europe. Europe kills us on trade, which we're changing, and Europe then kills us because we defend Europe, and we lose a tremendous amount of money. So